All right, we're here in Westport for the Santa Dash, and we've done some races together before. We did like a Warrior Dash, we did another Christmas one, but we're gonna do this one together.
The Warrior Dash, you stayed with.
We stay together, but the Santa one, the last Santa one didn't go very well, so we're gonna do this one together. It's amazing weather. It's a little windy, but it's 40 degrees, and so it's gonna be good. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Do it.
In the beginning of 2021, it was still in the middle of the COVID season, and then I got COVID, and so I was doing my part, and I was quarantining, and I was kind of in my room by myself and just kind of laying in bed, and then the room was spinning. So I remember it was moving from the right to the left, and I didn't know why it was spinning so fast, and so I started screaming for my wife, Kimberly, and when in my head I was screaming, but I noticed that nothing was coming out vocally. She heard something, so she came to the room, and I said, "The room is spinning so fast," and I was like, "I feel stuck here." And she goes, immediately, she's a neuro ICU nurse practitioner. She knew what was going on, but she didn't say anything at first. So she said, "Paul, I'm gonna call 911." I got to the ER room, and I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't even vocally tell the what was going on with me, and so I just remember the doctor came back in, and then he goes, "Paul, you had a stroke." I was in the hospital for 45 days, and I couldn't have any visitors because the COVID was so prevalent, and they weren't allowing any visitors. But luckily, I was on the floor with my wife. My wife works there, so she was able to come sneak by and visit me. And then even she works with the doctors and nurses. I still think about that time as the darkest moments of my life, because a lot of time I was isolated. I couldn't even talk. I had a lot of time to really think, and I found myself just really having these dark thoughts. I mean, it was pretty dark to the point of where, man, I just didn't see the point of living anymore. I didn't want to live, so I was trying to make a plan. Okay, how do I, kill myself? Commit suicide. But I feel like I was in this dark place, and what pulled me out was just there was a prayer service done in the parking lot. My wife wheeled me in a wheelchair. She took me to the window, and just looking at all the people that showed up to the prayer service. Those guys just showing up without them knowing it, that was the moment, that's what saved my life. I look back at the doctors and nurses and the therapists, those are the real heroes, that really, worked hard and did their job, but, did their jobs above and beyond, because just the simple interaction, that I had with them was pretty life-saving. When I think about my kids, I really want them to not just focus only on the big goal, but be able to focus on the little goal. Finishing this race would mean it's just like one little thing, that one step towards a goal that I really want. One of my goals is to be able to run naturally. Right now, it's not so naturally. It's hard, but I feel like finishing the race will be like one step closer to that goal. Yeah. I was trying to think of how I don't know how to say it, but like when all you want to do is be treated normal, or but then but when somebody knows that you're like walking differently and they open the door for you, you kind of get mad at them, you kind of scowl because you just want to be treated by like you're normal. But then when somebody does open the door for you, you're like, jerk.